I watched Casper.
I make a wish for you. Yo,
And then
Sawa is... I'm ready for him to make some sexy comeback. I mean...
I think what is he doing?
He's just...
I feel like he's doing that.
It was such a dreamboat for that kind of 90s. He was in the 90s, dreamboaty.
I watched Casper last night, and then today I was like, well, what else do you do after you watch a movie but listen to the Sisters Who Seen It episode on that movie, obviously. And that's actually a really funny episode.
Yeah,
like,
I think we go off on that one.
I was like really cracking up. I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny.
This is a tangent, but question.
Okay, yeah.
When we look at our like stats of people listening to the podcast,
okay,
I find that like every 3 or 4 weeks, we get like a ton.
I know.
And so do you think people like bulk it? Like they can't keep up with the weekly?
I feel like it's more of a computer glitch where it doesn't count listens in real time. And then on one random day,
it's like, here's it all.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Because I was wondering if that's just like new behavior and if people are just busier now. And they're like, listen, there's too many podcasts out there. I got to bulk this, you know?
I don't know, because it'll be like, hey, this person listened to 300 episodes. And I'm like, that's actually not possible in one day. Which is why I'm like, I think this is a glitch.
Think it's wrong?
I think it's just not counting in real time.
Anyways, I do love that you listened to our episode because this is like our literal fun archive. Like this is our own personal archive that... It's fun to have those go-tos, to be like, that was a funny one, I want to go laugh.
Yeah.
And you go back and listen to it.
I recommend Casper. It's good for the spoops, y'all, and it is freaking funny. And I was definitely drunk, I hope, during that episode, because I was like, wow,
The early ones, we were pretty drunk a lot.
Did drink a lot more back then. Yeah, that's true.
It was because it was crazy COVID time, so we were all like losing our fucking minds.
Yes, I lived at home. I had to drink a lot.
Oh my God. How did you do that?
I don't know.
Like literally, how did you do that?
I don't know. I'm a survivor.
You really are.
Somebody give me an award.
Wow.
Sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, 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 sisters. Sisters who've seen it.
Hello.
Hello there.
Welcome back, listeners.
Van Helsing, I shall slay you!
Go! And I swear if I see that Van Helsing, I will slay him.
Name that movie? Name that movie?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Do you know the episode number?
Oh, God. I don't.
That would be so epic if you did.
It might be in the 200s, because I feel like it was like...
God, I love that.
Summer. I don't know. Hey guys, welcome back. We're not doing Forgetting Sarah Marshall. That's another episode. Y'all are getting homework. Go listen to that.
I mean, they saw the title. They do know what we're doing. But yeah.
Just in case. Just want them to know. Okay, let me introduce ourselves in case you didn't read what podcast you clicked on and you're like, this is the best. So, listeners, we are the Sisters Who've Seen It, the podcast where two sisters who are not movie critics look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
And I'm going to say this as a quote. Bridget kind of already did it. Van Helsing! That's how Dracula says it.
Okay, Kate.
I feel...
This is the 2004 starring Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, Richard Roxburgh, Van Helsing.
Richard Roxburgh, wow. I mean...
I gotta say...
What a casting choice, you know?
I gotta say, I didn't hate this.
I like this movie, and...
I didn't hate it. And
I
even
think it's
the
just
CGI.
so fun.
I didn't even hate the CGI because they... like tripled down on it.
Right.
And the actors like kind of did some good stuff there. At first, when they were flying around without their little nipples, being crazy little vampires, I was like, "Uh-oh, what's this gonna be like?" And I thought this is cheesy as hell. And then I was like, I kind of love it. And it's a complicated story. And okay, and I kind of forgot it was Hugh Jackman the whole time. I was like, who is this guy?
Oh, how could you forget?
I mean, I don't know. I just didn't think it was Hugh Jackman. It was kind of like, hero man, He was just Van Helsing. I didn't even know who I was just like, this is just Van Helsing.
Wow. Okay, so he did a good job. Yeah.
I think so. I think that's what I mean.
Okay. Well, this movie is definitely like action and not scary, which I'm sure helped sell it to you, Bridge. I also, if I were to guess, perhaps you also enjoyed it because there was a lot of men with long hair, Bridge.
Love.
I mean, we talk about that. So
I'm actually rocking kind of a top knot bun,
you sure
long
are.
hair.
Oh my God, like Mad Mardigan. It looks great.
Mad Mardigan.
Bridget's your synopsis.
Okay.
Can you do it?
So guys, here's the deal.
Okay.
I'm going to make some stuff up, but I'm going to get most of it right.
All right, we're going for an 80% correct here.
On the paper, okay? But I will read the one sentence.
Okay, good.
Monster hunter Dr. Van Helsing is sent to Transylvania to vanquish Count Dracula, meeting up with a sexy yet lethal vampire killer. The pair battle a staggering array of supernatural predators.
Is Kate Beckinsale the sexy vampire killer?
I guess. Here's the deal.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I just need to say this right now before you get into it. This movie's horny, right?
Super horny.
Okay. All right. That's all I had to say.
Super horny.
So we'll talk more about that, I'm sure. But
I don't understand.
Us all to acknowledge that.
I just don't understand why, like, vampires have made women basically be prostitutes, but all the vampire men are like nowhere. They're all like in cloaks. I'm like, well, where's their chest hair? Where's their slutty horniness?
He did have a slutty hair
Widow's
clip.
Peak? Oh,
and Widow's Peak.
That's
and
true.
a little slutty little
he did have a little wisp.
I did like his
a wispy
hair.
Bang.
It was pretty wispy.
He did have fantastic hair. Okay. So here's the thing. Okay. Hugh Jackman, who I didn't even realize was Hugh Jackman, with his sexy long hair, is in some medieval time period, and it's like it feels like otherworldly. And he's got this kind of sidekick, Velkin, that dude, right?
Or what's Carl?
His name? Carl. Sorry,
Carl.
Sorry. Velkin's the brother. Okay, so Carl, and Carl's kind of like this nerd that's always like, oh, Van Helsing, let me help you with the nerding. And then Van Helsing's like, I'll just beat them and I'll use my brute and smarts. And so he's kind of like already known for killing a bunch of people. And he's kind of got that like, oh, Van Helsing, Van Helsing, you're Van Helsing. And so then they're like, listen, we need you to go check out Transylvania because some crazy shit is going down there.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And they're just insane. And he's like, I just need you to get this Dracula guy. It's just bad. And so he's like, all right, I'm a man on a task. And so he makes his trek to Transylvania. Now let me tell you about these poor fucking Transylvanians. They're like, listen, yes, vampires has plagued us for hundreds of years. Yeah, so what? They come every month and kill a couple of us. What are we gonna do? They only eat as much as they need. They're not greedy.
We don't need to move.
Yeah,
we're just gonna chance it.
We don't have to
see what happens.
This horror shit show war torn place we are. Okay. Kate Beckinsale somehow has some crazy lineage where like Dracula's like, I gotta get that bee because her entire family smited me and somehow holds the keys to killing me, but actually doesn't. But okay. Yeah. And so she is like this leader vampire killer. And her brother are like, we got this. And they try to fight everything. But all of a sudden, her brother is like fighting a werewolf. and then he gets bit, so he turns into a werewolf, and then somehow all the werewolves become like Dracula's slaves, and Dracula also is on this crazy hunt to like get Frankenstein. Okay,
he's there too. Here, don't forget,
because Frankenstein apparently, in order to make like a monster come alive, he wants that technology because him and his 3 slutty brides throughout centuries. Okay, this is very Mormon wives. Okay, very Mormon.
I did write sister wives many times.
Very medieval sister wives through centuries. And they're all trying to have babies, and there ain't no IVF in these medieval times, and so the babies keep dying. And so he's like, if I could use the Frankensteins, monsters, technology, energy, I don't know, something that would then keep my babies alive. And it kind of works a couple times, but then the babies die, and so they really need the monster. So everybody's on a hunt for everything. Van Helsing's just coming here and trying to do it, and Kate Beckinsale's like, let me tell you something, Eager Beaver. This shit is so effing hard. You don't think I've tried to figure out how to kill Dracula? You don't think I've tried for hundreds of years.
I live here.
You motherfucker. So
I know what's the deal.
They go on just crazy battles and adventures. And by the end of it, spoiler alert, do you know what kills Dracula? Werewolves. That was the best lore I was not prepared for and loved. So Hugh Jackman takes a hit for the team that somehow had weird werewolf, like an EpiPen version of it to turn him not into a werewolf so he could kill Dracula, then come back to be a person, and somehow everybody was fine. But wow, it was a journey. The CGI is out of control. It's super horny and slutty.
Oh my god.
But it's got great plot, good writing, good acting. I don't know. You just gotta get past the CGI and you're gravy. And the werewolf, so I read all about the way the werewolf transforms from human to werewolf. Most movies add hair. Most movies make the human turn into the werewolf. And this film, they rip the skin off of the human and the werewolf is underneath it. It was fucking cool to watch.
And it's the same when they go back to a human. They rip the werewolf skin off, and then there's a human. I'm like, brilliant.
I was just like, holy cow. Now, and I didn't know, the one thing I didn't understand was the vampires that were weird flying bat things. That threw me off in the beginning, but I think if you get past that, it's a party.
The lady vampires or the baby vampires?
All of them.
All the vampires. Okay.
I was are you a bat? Are you a...
Yeah.
What are you?
Little mutant bat
I don't know.
Mm-hmm,
something. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bridget, that was great.
Thank you. I thought
and
so.
there really is a lot that happens in this movie. Now, I think I said this last time, but this 2004, I was 13 years old. Puberty is raging.
Wow.
And I'm a nerd. And I saw this in theaters, and my mind was blown. And I think it's because it's a little horny.
It really is.
So there's that. I don't know, definitely PG-13, 13 and up.
Definitely. They're boobs are out the whole time.
There's boobs and there's references to sex a couple times.
Totally.
And I just feel there's a lot of the camera looking at someone's crotch, what's gonna happen to their crotch? You're I don't know what. And but the action and the fucking just taking all these spoopy, classic monsters and making up a fanfic story and putting them all together.
Crazy.
Love it. I'm this is
new.
So brilliant.
Yeah, it didn't have to be oh no, it's really garlic that gets Dracula. it kind of, added some newness to a pretty, that. Remember how we talked about with Sinners?
Mm-hmm.
We were man, we kind of just wish it had a little bit of a cooler, lore to it than just the same old shit, So that made this movie wow, okay, I'm paying attention on the test.
And I don't know if I missed it, but I thought this was a cold open.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so, because the opening is fucking fun.
Crazy.
Because we do a Wizard of Oz fake out where it starts off and it's totally black and white, and you see a Transylvanian angry mob a la Beauty and the Beast, and they're going to...
They really were.
like a castle, and then you see Frankenstein, the doctor.
I thought I was on the wrong movie, just so you know. I was like,
wait, yeah.
What fucking movie is this?
Yeah, like, where am I? What's happening? Where's Hugh Jackman? And it's the classic, like, oh, Dr. Frankenstein, like, you know, kind of committed, ethically horrible grave robbing, and he made this human man named Frankenstein. But then, literally, Dracula's like, hey, I'm here too. And you're like, ah, crossover, crazy. And you kind of get a little info where he's like, now that you made this monster, I'm taking him. And the doctor's like, uh-oh, there's a mob out there. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm taking your Frankenstein. And he's like, oh, I thought you believed in my science. And he's like, I don't care. I'm going to kill you. And then Dracula just kills the doctor. And it's just sets off this whole fucking chain of events where the Frankenstein monster's like, I hate everybody and I'm gonna go in a windmill and die. And you're like, oh no.
But somehow Frankenstein gets away.
He falls in like a hole under a windmill that's on fire, and then it explodes, because this is an action movie. Don't ever forget. Every 2 seconds you'll be reminded it's an action movie. And and then Dracula and the like other vampire brides, they all think he's like dead, and they're like, no. And then they're like, guess we'll just try something else, because they're basically trying to do like vampire IVF.
That's all this is.
Yeah, because their babies are born dead because they're the undead, so they're just trying to electrocute the babies to be alive, you know?
Yeah, which I was like, okay, I believe it.
Sure.
I was like, this didn't need like Morpheus to explain the complication of the baby thing. I get it. They're dead.
Well, and like
the babies come dead.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and they're alive. So they're obviously like getting pregnant, but they're vampires. Yeah. Like, okay, I believe it. I mean, listen. If 28 years later can have zombies be pregnant, there can definitely be vampires pregnant. I'm believing it.
They were so horny that I'm like, do they just like bone
all day?
Like all the time.
All day.
Upside down, on the wall, everywhere, over there,
flying,
under there.
Fly sex, floor sex, bed sex.
It's all over.
Sky sex.
It's all of it. And then, yes, we are like, wow, that was a crazy flashback. And then the color comes back on the movie. And then you do see Hugh Jackman, even though Bridget didn't know it was Hugh Jackman. Did you not know it was him because he had a mask on? Is that?
No, I just kind of were like, that's like this hot brooding guy, but my brain wasn't like, Hugh Jackman. Like, there's something about his Wolverine character that I'm like, that's Hugh Jackman.
That's Hugh Jackman.
But this one, I was like, I know him, and he's good. I just don't remember who this is. I don't know.
He's got like
I can't
a weird...
explain it.
I don't think we like know too much about him either. I feel like his personality is a little like, I am job oriented, and then I'm gonna make funny quips every now and then as I fight.
Him and Kate Beckinsale was kind of like, and I hated how they had to like each other and kiss, and her stupid corset was stupid.
Oh god, she wore leather pants and a corset. Girl, are you?
Why?
Are your ribs okay?
Yeah, I was like, good god. But they didn't annoy me. They just could have we're dealing with vampires for centuries losing their babies, seeking hope. That's depth and interest. These two are just like, we've been trying to kill Dracula forever.
That's it.
That's it. I'm
that's it.
All right. Or she's like, he has ruined my family. And I'm like, well, all we know is your fucking brother. Because you don't talk about anybody else besides, like, occasionally your dad looks at paintings. So it's, like, hard to love them deep enough to, like, care.
Yeah, because the movie really is very, like, it really felt like every other scene was, like, action. And then when it's not an action scene, it lasts way shorter. And they only say, like, 2 to 4 sentences, and then you kind of get a little bit of story, but not much. And then they're like, anyway, back to shooting. You're like, wow. Yeah. So that's what happens here is Hugh Jackman is now fighting Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde. I don't know if I know the difference. Why isn't Mr. Hyde a doctor? He loses his doctor title when he
I don't think
turns into a monster. Okay. Well, he's like, listen, I gotta kill you because you killing people because you a monster. And then he does kill him. But when he kills him, the monster turns into a man. And then everyone's like, Van Helsing, you son of a bitch. And I'm like, guys, wait. I feel like we all know monsters are real in this universe. Like, why can't we acknowledge that, like, Hugh Jackman's helping us? Like, that part I was like, I don't know about it. I know you want me to think about it ethically, that, like, well, this was a human on the inside, but...
Like, you're talking about Frankenstein?
Well, this is the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's like where it like first comes up, where he's everybody hates me because they say I'm a killer. But when I kill them, they're monsters. And then when they die, they're men. And I'm like, I guess that sucks. But can't you just tell them? Can't you just say that sentence to all these people and then they'll understand?
I took it more like the Beauty and the Beast mob. Like everyone's just like, I don't know what that smart people's doing over there, and it doesn't seem good. Let's kill them.
Kill them.
Must be bad.
And Bridge, you didn't talk about, and I do feel it's, I guess, part of the movie is there is a religious subplot, Bridge.
Okay.
The Pope is running an underground assassin ring. I'm sorry. Who the fuck came up with this conspiracy theory on Reddit and put it in my Van Helsing movie?
I think I'm lost.
So, the fucking Pope, or what are they called? Who are they? The guys in red. Cardinals? Those guys.
Yes.
In Rome.
Yeah.
Okay. So, they employ Van Helsing. That's who he works for, I don't think they call it the church, but like it's those guys. And they're like, we want to vanquish evil and you're the muscle. Yeah. And we have an underground layer a la like James Bond where we're creating like, 1800s versions of like machine guns and other crazy shit. And we're going to give you exposition. And so this is where they're like, anyway, good job. But now you have a new mission, and it's to go to Transylvania, and you're going to kill this guy Dracula. We've actually known about Dracula for hundreds of years, but we didn't really care to do anything until right now.
Right now.
Because something, Kate Beckinsale's family is something.
The last lineage of the
lineage of the gypsies something.
Okay.
Carry the one. And then and if they die before they kill Dracula, they'll never go to heaven. So the Pope is like, this is priority number 1. We gotta get these people I've never spoken to into heaven. I'm not kidding. This is what we're doing.
Let's do a quick rapid fire.
Okay.
Who's a vampire in Hollywood?
Oh,
and
Tom Cruise.
The Pope? Okay, and who is the Pope saying
the
last possible thing to kill Tom Cruise?
Oh no.
Is it? I don't know.
Take away his wrinkle cream? I don't know.
I'm like, who am I thinking of? Like,
Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes could kill him. She divorced him. She got out.
Oh my god.
Nicole Kidman. Could she kill him? Did they date? They dated.
They were married.
Oh yeah, she got out of that too. You see? We gotta team up the women. And maybe
I really like these fan theories. Like maybe it's Macaulay Culkin.
Oh god.
Maybe he's the Van Helsing of Hollywood.
Oh well, okay. He's got to grow his hair out, I think.
But you see where I'm going here? Like, wouldn't that be fun? I'd watch that.
I'd watch that.
I think we should write that movie. It's like the Jordan Peele's Get Out, but for vampire, pedophile, Hollywood evil people. We
got to have Corey Feldman in there too. He can reprise his role from The Lost Boys, but it's him and also grown up.
Yeah, he's not Van Helsing worthy, but he's like a cool sidekick like The Lost Boys.
Yep. And Bridge, we also meet.
Sorry, I went on a tangent.
It's okay.
Okay.
We also meet Friar Carl. Bridge.
Okay.
What'd you think of Friar Carl?
I think he was necessary to obviously help at the end. I mean, man, he really got that like potion.
He did.
But like, the plot where he was having sex with the lady.
Oh, yep.
He was like, "Yay, sex!" And then
because everybody's like, horny.
I'm always studying, and
don't forget.
I just was like,
he also had hair that looked like Ace Ventura, where it was like
it was so bad.
It was like flaring out to the side. I don't know.
And he's such like a handsome man, and they made him look so ugly in this.
You know who that actor is? Because we've done a movie with him.
I mean, I've seen his face, and he's in like 100,000 movies, right?
He's motherfucking Faramir from Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, and Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Okay? He's got much longer hair in that, and he's not a friar. And
he's a super handsome, and they made him look like such a dink.
Yeah, and he was just like, I'm the nerdy inventor, and I read books, and here's all your equipment, Van Helsing. Go on, holy water and stakes, and you can get this little crossbow machine gun that I invented. Don't ask questions. And then Van Helsing's like, guess what? You're coming too. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then he goes.
I was like, damn, this is a bad deal for Carl.
That's like, at the end of the movie, I said the real miracle is how Carl survived all this.
It's alive.
There's no fucking way.
Vampires, Frankenstein, and even the little weird vampire servants or like weird vampire monster servants.
Oh yeah, they looked like Jawas from Star Wars.
Here's the thing. When, in my mind, I kind of was like, okay, let's just get to Transylvania. Because, like, once they get to Transylvania, I'm like, okay, we're cooking with gas. Then they fly, and they're, like, fucking hilariously gray and weird. And they...
The Dracula brides?
They were out in the day because it was cloudy. I was like, damn.
Yeah, as long as that sun's not there, they Gucci, you know?
I guess so.
They're flying around.
But they were just coming for their, like, their monthly kill, I guess. I was like, Jesus, this town is accommodating.
And so Kate Beckinsale is like, man, they came out during the day, which is weird. Usually they come out at night. So I wasn't, like, prepared. And then you later find out that they were going because they wanted to get her because she's the last of the lineage something because her brother, who's also a hot dude, by the way, that's why I'm also like, this is a horny hot movie.
This is a horny hot movie.
Everybody's really good to look at, so we gotta relax. He like is trying to trap a werewolf. It also felt like daytime, but I guess it was a full moon and I want to ask questions. And then he gets attacked by the werewolf and you think he's dead. So she's like, see, my brother's dead. So they're trying to get me. And you're like, I guess so.
And they really were. They were like, we got to get this lady because of the Pope and
the Pope said so.
And
we got to protect this random woman at all costs because the Pope told me to. But Bridge, there's 3 Dracula brides. They are all also horny, I would argue. And one of them dies. All right. Sister wife is down.
It was Mariska, and they were pissed. They were crying. They were like, yo, she's been our, like, bestie for at least 100 years.
They're like, how are we going to have a foursome now? We can't. We can't do it.
Play is happening now without our partner? Oh, gross.
Okay.
No.
Well, and then, it's again, like, there's some kind of exposition, and you go back to Dracula's castle, and he, like, wakes up, and he's like, oh, no, my one wife is dead, and they're like, hey, we're here, too. And he's like, ugh, all right. And then he does a weird Dracula monologue that, like, is fine, but it just felt kind of random, where he's like, I have no soul, and I feel nothing, and everything's empty, and I don't know, but I do care about these unborn kids. And I was like, why? Like, you know, I'm confused. Confused by it, but
he was like, I do have motivation.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to read some trivia for you. I just put in our chat.
Oh, Lord almighty. I didn't look. Hold on.
We're going to like get to a little bit of a spoiler, but I'm like, we keep skirting around the Kate Beckinsale. Okay. So Dracula.
Wait, hold on. Did you type this exact question?
No, this is on some trivia site. I copied everything.
I was like, why? What did you type? The question that Bridget searched or came across is, does anyone know why Dracula calls Van Helsing Gabriel throughout the film? Okay, and what does it say, Bridget?
Gabriel is the true name of the character described elsewhere as the left hand of God responsible for Dracula's original death.
Yeah.
Dracula uses this to try to remind Van Helsing of the history, the implication that Van Helsing is actually the Archangel Gabriel.
Yeah.
Announcing the pending birth of Christ to Mary, mother to Joseph, father to...
Oh,
okay, so
wait a second. Hold on.
How is Van Helsing
now
able...
we got Jesus in here.
But how is Van Helsing the one that killed Dracula, but then is as old as Dracula? Because
he's an angel.
So does he live forever?
I don't know.
Like, because is Carl living forever? Or is Carl's like, Van Helsing, you're not aging. What is your secret?
Well, they do reference where they're like, wow, you've been alive for a long time. And he's like, I have no memories. And it's like... That's the whole, like, there's like an amnesia subplot that I'm like, this is so 90s coded.
Okay. So we had to move forward for plot, so don't get into it, basically.
I want to find out about the director and the writer. Well, it's the same person, Stephen Sommers. I want to be like, are you like fucking religious, bro? Like, why did we go that direction? It's just like so weird.
Oh, this is the Mummy guy. Stephen Sommers wrote The Mummy and The Mummy Returns.
Oh my god, no wonder. This does have... Okay, The Mummy was horny too, and action.
He does have kind of like a style.
Wow.
Horny, some religion, myth, like ancient cool shit.
Okay. Why isn't he making more movies?
He also did Catch Me If We Can.
Catch Me If I Can? If you can? Oh my god, he produced Tom and Huck. Okay, listen.
Okay.
The thing with the werewolves, and I know we kind of talked about this in Beauty and the Beast, they're also kind of sexy. Is that... I mean, they have like a lot of abs, and they're definitely over 6 foot. And somebody chose to make them look like that. So
the best type. I just want to let you know your type is werewolf.
Just don't shave, men, like just see what happens.
It really is hot. And they're like,
just saying.
And like, who doesn't love a dog?
Yeah. Well, because this scene then is Kate Beckinsale. She's like, I'm going to kill Dracula. And then Van Helsing's like, I'm going to give you a sleeping medicine night. And then she wakes up all alone. And her brother comes. But he's a werewolf. And she's like, I thought you were dead. And he's like, bitch, I ain't. And this is literally, I laughed at this part. He was like, I know what Dracula wants to do with the werewolves. He wants to... It's like the fucking full moon comes out behind a cloud, and then he's like,
literally, first of all,
Transylvania
is cloudy, not cloudy, and for all the vampires and werewolf and full moons, I'm like, what?
Listen,
we need a weatherman here in Transylvania.
We need something's happening, because he then is like, never mind, back to being a werewolf, and then it's like, action, and she's like, Van Helsing, don't kill him, he's my brother, and he goes, yeah, fucking no. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Not
I'm like,
anymore.
Damn.
Yo, werewolves, to me,
ethics
consistently across lore tend to beat everybody.
Yeah,
they really do. Can you think of a film where the werewolf loses? Because think about Twilight, right? Right?
Yeah. Now you see, those were not humanized wolves, at least in Twilight. They looked like wolves, but they were just big. These look like men.
These are sexy werewolves.
All right, just so we all are on the same page.
Oh my god, guys.
Anyway, so now they're like, all right, enough with this whole rigmarole and werewolves and bullshit. Let's go find Dracula. And they keep being like, Dracula has a secret castle. No one knows where it is.
Yeah.
And then they literally go to a not secret castle, which I guess was the original, like, Frankenstein castle. And she's like, it's been abandoned, like, for a year, you know, like, that guy died. And then inside, they're doing, like, the electrocution experiment thing. And I'm like, guys, I feel like we found him. He's in there.
But then they had another place that was, like, all weird and icy behind a weird, like, Narnia-like mirror.
It was so Narnia, because there was snow. You know?
But then the Dracula, the electrocution from Frankenstein woke up the vampire babies, and then they went to literally
this isn't Frankenstein yet.
That's true, but like the first go round of the first babies.
Remember the first babies was with the werewolf.
Yeah.
And it's gross.
It was like Alien. Like, you remember when she's walking around in the pod?
It's like Alien.
So he just basically rips a bunch of other movies. That's kind of, I guess, the style. And honestly, I loved it.
How do you think those things were birthed? Oh, I hate that question. Never mind. I don't want to know. I assume
once they turn into bats, they just like shoot them out like hockey pucks.
Oh, you think they're bats and then they give birth as bats?
Yeah, definitely. Not as
thank God,
human ladies.
Thank God almighty. Because I'm like, those are, like, it's like the size of a person.
I saw, I should send you a picture. I saw a weird bat on a tree during the day.
Oh.
And I was like,
where?
I was thinking of Van Helsing. I was like, man, these things are like,
oh my God,
bats are scary looking, you know?
Bridget, you have to have like a plan if it was a vampire and tried to attack you.
I know. I don't know, but it was like furry. And I was like, what is this furry thing on a tree? And I was like, holy shit, I think that's a bat.
Is this in Chicago?
Yeah. At the playground.
Oh my God.
I'll send you a picture. Keep talking.
Watch out for the bats.
Yeah.
Well, listen, they're kind of like, what are these things? We don't know. And then meanwhile, Kate Beckinsale's werewolf brother is getting electrocuted, and that sucks. And then they're like, uh-oh,
that does
all these
suck.
little... Van Helsing's like, these are their babies, and look, they're alive. I know what to do. And he just whips out his shotgun, and he just starts exploding.
Yo.
He's like fucking babies, and, you know, Dracula does not appreciate that.
Pissed.
He gets fucking pissed.
He's like, do you know how many years I've been doing the deed with these ladies to get these babies that keep dying?
There's 8 billion babies, so
literally,
you do the math.
I was like, how many vampires are these babies? There's thousands.
There were so many. And he's like, hey, ladies, I'm busy standing here. You go teach them how to hunt. Bitch! Just like a man to be like, let's get the babies out here. Okay, women, now you go do all the work. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Typical.
And so they're all like, the babies and the women are like, okay, we're flying away by. And then meanwhile, Dracula's like, Gabriel, that's your motherfucking name, but you have amnesia, but you're also going to respond to your name. And like, hey, it's me. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, you want to know?
You want to know?
You sure you want to fucking know? You're going to learn today. But then he doesn't learn because I think he just like stabs him or something. And then
he laughs at him. He's like, you're trying to stab me with a wooden... He was like, I'm motherfucking Dracula. I am not some little baby vampire you've met in a book. And I was like, whoa, this is...
You know, your comment that like Hugh Jackman did not feel like Hugh Jackman. I felt that way with Richard Roxburgh because I feel like he's so popular for Moulin Rouge, but like that character is like not Dracula.
Okay,
like
it's his
they're
eyes.
So different.
So this man in all of his other characters has like lighter hair, but his eyes are actually like these deep dark eyes, and they must have added like black to them, and then his whole head being black, like black hair. I was like, who is this man? You know, I was just like, who is everybody? There was all these things about how the makeup would take like 6 hours and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, man, maybe they did some prosthetic stuff because it was like hard to see people. I was like, who are these people? You know?
I don't know. I just was like, wow, he's a different kind of Dracula. Like, he's kind of like...
I like the look, to be honest. I wanted a little...
Oh, I liked it.
I liked how natural he looked, but I wanted a little more...
Did you want, like, a dusty cape or something?
Yeah, or just like a little more like pizzazz in the face. Like the women had like, they would flash their teeth, their fangs more. He was a lot more subdued. I was like, okay, when are you going to get angry? And boy, did he get angry with the werewolf scene at the end. But like, it took a bit.
It did. And you don't see his like bat form until the end. You see a lot of like shadows, which I like that too about this movie, because they do that initially with like the werewolf, where you don't see like, you just see like shadows of like, wow, look at that shadow of like Dracula's a bat, and like, whoa, shadow of a werewolf. And, you know, it's all to just be a reveal for later. But, you know, Bridge, the werewolf brother does die. Oof. And he fucking dead. Ouch. And he's not dead before he bites Van Helsing. And also all the babies exploded. And then Dracula and the wives are sad again. And then Friar Carl saves a lady. And she goes, how can I ever repay you? And he whispers in your ear, probably something along the lines of like, let's bone. Gross. And then she's like, okay. And they do that.
I was like, Carl, this feels out of character.
Carl, you know, like I'm
a man is a man, you know.
My God, are they? And you're thinking to yourself, that was big action. Her brother's dead, lots of emotion.
A lot.
Van Helsing got bit. We're all gonna have a sit down conversation about this. We fucking do. Oh wait, no, I'm so wrong. I'm jumping.
I mean, I accept the
Frankenstein.
Jump.
No, we meet Frankenstein first.
Okay, first of all, Frankenstein, what a deep character. Okay,
I love his design, too.
First of all, he looks epic. He's massive. He's cool. It's so
He's got
fun.
A leg that shoots out, like, steam every time he takes a step or something.
He's so articulate, and he's like, listen, what's wrong with me wanting to live?
He just wants to live. He didn't ask to be here.
I didn't ask to be here.
He didn't ask to be here.
Now that I'm here, can y'all just let me live in this cave like Frodo and live? And I thought, well, that's deep.
He just wants to read a book and
just have some chicken wings and call it a day. He's not trying to kill Transylvanians.
He's not.
He's not hurting anybody.
No, we should be more worried about the vampires.
And Van Helsing's like, I can't kill him. I have this moral weird compass, and he's not evil.
It is a weird moral compass.
I was like,
also,
okay.
Do you remember when we did Rocky Horror Picture Show and we were like, how old is Rocky? Because he acts like, is he considered a newborn or like a man?
Ooh, cause
it's like he was just brought to life. So like that means you're kind of like a newborn, but like the body parts were, you know, not a baby. They were like an adult. And this Frankenstein felt like a man. He felt like he had knowledge.
He's like, I've been here before.
Well-read, you know, he could write an essay without AI help. He's good.
I agree. He uses pen and paper.
He does. But yeah, so they meet him and he's like, I'm hiding here because motherfucking Dracula is trying to get me. So I'm just gonna live here. Don't let anyone know. And then the fucking werewolf brother is like, I know. And then they're like, well, what are we gonna do now? He's gonna come for you. And Van Helsing's like, I have an idea. Let's get him in a wagon. And we're going to wagon through the woods. And I don't know where the fuck we're going, but we're going to do it. And they do that. And it's this
like
absolutely ridiculous
fucking
action scene. It's a fucking heist.
I love the heist. The only thing I was annoyed about is I'm like, so Frankenstein's just living in a hole, bothering nobody. And apparently he's the key to like unleashing all these thousands of baby vampires. Why can't we leave him in a hole?
Because the werewolf saw him in the hole.
And so the werewolf was going to go back and get him anyways.
Yes.
Okay.
And tell Dracula that they were going to get him. So this scene, so much happens. And I even remember as a 13-year-old being like, what? Because you basically are like, Van Helsing's driving the freaking horse carriage, and then the vampire ladies come to get Frankenstein, and Frankenstein presumably falls off a cliff in the carriage, and then the one vampire lady's like, oh no, let me go save him, and then she goes in there, and then no one's in there.
And it blows her up.
And she gets like killed with a bunch of exploding stakes, and then
because the stakes affect them, but not main Dracula. But bride's Draculas can holy water, garlic, wooden stakes. They're done, though.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And then literally the next scene is they're like, we have second carriage. I was like, guys, how did you do this?
How did they do that heist?
Ocean's 11, I cannot even. This is where the werewolf brother dies and Van Helsing gets bit. And then you are like, that was another action scene.
So much
action. We're going to take a big breath, right, everybody? No, because Kate Beckinsale then gets kidnapped by the remaining sister wife bride. And I don't even know what to say.
I don't even know how she survived.
Where was she?
I was like, she's dead 100 times. I'm like, she's dying. She's got to die. She's got to die. She's got to die. And then you know who fucking saves? Carl. Carl throws the stake.
Wait, where?
Are we talking about when the vampire was like chasing her on the roof and then he throws her the stake and she stakes them?
Oh, that's at the end. I was talking about she gets kidnapped and then brought to the masquerade ball. This fucking movie, there's like 80 movies in one movie. It's so crazy.
So tired.
You skipped over the graveyard hiding and then the masquerade ball bridge.
How many goddamn scenes were there? Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna zoom. Ready? They say because the vampires are like, listen, we'll give you back the girl if you give us Frankenstein. And Van Helsing's like, no, even though that's my literal job is to protect that lady. Fuck no. And they're like, whoa, okay, we're going to a masquerade ball. See you there. And then Van Helsing's like, all right, Frankenstein, you're going to take a nap ski and we're going to hide you in a graveyard. No one's going to find you. Hysterical. We're not going to leave you any security. We're going to this masquerade ball.
No cell phone. We're
Nothing.
Done. Good luck.
No locks on the doors. I'll tell you that. And then, basically Dracula's like, hey, Anna, I did put you in this dress so your boobs hang out because,
so annoying.
We're horny. And I need a new bride because all my other ones keep blowing up. What do you say? You want to be a sister wife? And she's like, no. And then Van Helsing literally does like a trapeze, like Cirque du Soleil act.
He zip lines in the ballroom.
There is a lot of grappling hook action that happens in this movie. By the way, Batman would be proud.
He would.
Okay. Yes, and so they save her, and then they kill a bunch of vampires, but then, Frankenstein gets kidnapped because, remember, we left him in a hole with nobody to watch him? Do you guys remember?
I remember. Immediately gets kidnapped.
And then he's like, no, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, that sucks. And he's like, we gotta save Frankenstein. We have to. And they're like, I guess we'll try. Okay.
The poor Frankenstein is just then getting electrocuted and
oh my God.
Fucked. I was like, this poor man. He's just trying to live and eat chicken bones.
He just wants to read books and eat chicken. Leave him alone.
Absurd.
We get a big exposition dump. I do think this is actually the part bridge where they reference the angel and the left hand of God and all that, now that you say that, because freaking Carl, they're like, oh yeah, Carl, since you haven't really contributed anything ever, how do we find Dracula's castle? Like, we've been looking forever, and like, where's the secret castle? And then he's like, okay,
he was
let me do a little PowerPoint.
He was like, I was boning.
Yeah.
And when I woke up from the boning, I was like, wait a second, painting, map, wait a second, carry the two, Tim Curry comes in, and it's like, and then, we'll go to the library, and then, we'll go to the kitchen. I just was like, and then Van Helsing just happens to have the missing piece.
He does.
To the magical mirror, and then after all that, you're like, okay, we found the map. And the piece. And they're like, and now we just found a castle. That's it. Like, this whole thing.
Yep.
Just found a castle. And I'm like, and you know what's funny? As we're talking about it, I'm so tired. But watching it, I wasn't.
Because it happens so
fast.
Fucking quickly. You're like, what the hell? How are we get here? They get to fucking Narnia, Dracula castle in a mirror. And I actually did like what they said, because they're like, well, Dracula has no reflection in mirrors. And then Van Helsing's like, maybe because to Dracula, it's not a mirror, it's a doorway. And you're like, whoa! I mean, doorways could be mirrors too, I guess, but whoa!
I mean, it's cool.
13-year-old me liked that.
I love
so
it.
yeah, they took all their electrocution equipment and brought it to the mirror land, and now we're in this big ass fucking mirror castle that's cold and everything sucks. And they're like, okay, you're gonna go get Frankenstein, dude. And then they go and they see Frankenstein. He's in a block of ice.
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands could have helped us out. I'm just saying. He really
could have.
And Frankenstein, his first priority is not like, thanks for coming to save me, guys. He's like, Van Helsing, good news. There is a werewolf cure. All right, I'm looking out for you. Okay? Don't worry about me in this block of ice. I'm worried about you. So you go get that. And you, like, stab yourself. And then he's like, okay.
Fucking ride or die. You know what I mean? Like, what a ride or die. Like, damn.
They do, then they kind of break off. So then Van Helsing's like, I'll go get Frankenstein. You two dinglings, go find the cure. Deuces, good luck. Also, why did we bring Friar Carl?
He's
feel like
even
he's a liability.
It. He's like, guys, why am I here? But he somehow, by the hair of his chinny chin chin survives and helps keep Beckinsale. So now we're at the part I thought we were at an hour ago.
Yes.
He throws Kate Beckinsale a steak. She gets one of them.
Yeah. And she kills the last one. She's the last vampire bride. Yeah.
Well, then isn't there the other one in the... No, that's the one. Yeah, that one exploded. Yeah, so the last one she got, who was a really good villain. By the way, they were good villains. I was like, I love these villain brides. And
they're creepy.
Then you have all the weird, like, servants of Dracula, like... Igor was that?
Igor,
who was like,
"What a bitch!
I'm just gonna do what Dracula says. Bye,
bye." He wants to just electrocute people. Bye.
I would call him an avoidant attachment.
Wow,
like he definitely had that. Like I just gotta go.
Just get the psychology out. Well, he goes right the fuck off a cliff, and I was like, "Good riddance, brother." And so basically it's wait,
sorry to cut you off, but there's also a scene with Kate Beckinsale ziplining into the fucking castle. And I'm like, how much more?
She fucking ziplines. Van Helsing ziplines 80,000 times, and then fucking Frankenstein also ziplines. And I'm like, I just feel like one of us would have fallen. I don't know.
The line
I don't know.
Totally. It's literally Frankenstein's like 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Zipline fine. He's as fast as a little mouse right there.
Yeah. Yes. And they're basically like, all right, Frankenstein's free. I guess that's what we were trying to do. And then we got this little cure, which isn't an EpiPen type device. And let's go get it to Van Helsing. And Van Helsing is like, bitch, good news. It's a full moon. And I am raging out. And I'm just going to say it again. Van Helsing turns into a werewolf.
So sexy.
He's all black. I'm just...
Guys,
first of all, the best looking werewolf. Okay?
So cool to see Dracula be like, you're a what? And then you could tell he was like...
No.
You could tell he was like, oh, it's been a couple thousand years before I've been like nervous. Like you could tell he was like, oh.
So, and the thing with the werewolves is like, he was able to control the other werewolves for some reason, and I don't know why, but a werewolf is the only thing that could kill Dracula, and that's why he had the cure. Because if he needed to kill one, if it went rogue, then he could like make it not a werewolf, and then it couldn't kill him. Yeah. So that's why he had that.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then we see Dracula's bat form. Not as sexy, the face is like...
The like vampire bats are gross.
They're gross, yeah. And they just have a big old fucking vampire werewolf fight! And Kate Beckinsale's like, hey, I'm here too, bitch, with this little cure. And Van Helsing, like, kills Dracula. I feel like he has some stupid ass fucking quote he says that's like, I'm done waiting, or like it's like something so stupid, and I'm like, oh, we didn't have to say anything, but all right, we'll say a quippy
and then
line.
They did their like cheesy kiss at one point. Him and Kate Beckinsale,
yeah, they did do
like,
a kiss.
Don't die. I was like, okay, I'm annoyed, but can we see some cool shit? And it was a great fight scene. I liked all of the action. I thought all the action scenes were really fun. And so Dracula motherfucking dies, and then he's still a werewolf. And Kate Beckinsale is like,
hey, here's a little cure. And he's like, I'm a werewolf and I'm going to murder you. And he does.
He does.
She did.
She's dead.
But he does get shanked with the cure. So then he becomes human, Hugh Jackman, and he cries. Cries over this lady he met 3 days ago.
He cried over her, and then he sees her in the clouds.
Oh, she is a cloud lady. Yep.
She's like, Mufasa, like, it is time.
It's fucking time,
All
Hugh
of
Jackman.
my family is dead. I kind of don't want to hang out with you and your dork, Carl.
Oh, God, no.
I gotta go, and it's okay. You're just a werewolf. And
wow, I wish she said all those things. Yeah, because it basically was like, since she killed Dracula before she died, all of her dead family gets to go to heaven.
So that's why.
And
we
then
saw
the Pope's
her in the
like,
clouds.
"Yay! Like we did it! Hooray!
Holy,
we don't really care about evil being vanquished. We care about them going to heaven."
Complex fucking story ever.
Yep.
So so the budget, so they made like 300 million or something in box office, and the budget was like 150 million, and I'm like, well, I know why. They had like 80,000 scenes.
Yeah, oh my God. And I'm telling you, I saw it in theaters. I mean, I was prime demographic for this shit. So it's fun.
Watch it or don't watch it.
I watch
it. I mean, I'm watching it too. This is fun.
It's so fun.
Like, have some fun, everybody. I mean, we spoiled a lot for you, so hopefully we didn't ruin it. But like,
it's just a good
fun.
spoopy movie that's not scary.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Listen, you drink a glass of wine and
call it a day.
Wear some silk pajamas and, you know, see
Absolutely.
where the night takes you with Van Helsing. Am I right?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Wow.
Here's the deal. It's my pick.
Woo!
I am going to lose a lot of our listeners.
Wow. Including me? Am I going to get lost?
Well, this is just kind of a 180.
Okay. Well, we are leaving Spoopy Month.
Okay.
We're in November.
Okay. This is an animated film.
Ooh, yay!
I never pick these.
Yay.
This is something
I'm excited.
We watched a lot. I'm fearful it was more Jimmy and I.
Oh.
And less you, me, Jimmy, but I think you were a part of it. It's from 1991.
Okay.
A great year.
That's when I was born.
It's kind of this Western musical.
Wait, can I guess?
You can guess.
Is it Fievel Goes West? Oh my God, American Tail!
An American Tail, semicolon, Fievel Goes West.
Wait.
Somewhere out there.
No, that's the first one. Oh my God.
Let's do it. Can you believe we haven't done this one yet?
Okay, we haven't done this one. We haven't done the first one. This is one of those movies
Wait,
that
which one is the first one?
The first one's just the straight up American Tail where they're like immigrants.
Okay, let's do that one.
Oh, wait, but I like the Fievel Goes West.
Okay, let's do the West one. Awesome. Should we do both or just the West one?
Oh my God, I like both. They're so different.
I
like both.
Should we start? I don't know. Should we start with the other one? Let's start with an American.
Okay, what's the vibe? Do you want to be sad or do you want to be not as sad?
I don't really want to be sad, and I think
okay,
that's why
then we
gotta
do Fievel do West.
Okay,
Fievel
let's go West.
We're gonna be not as sad. We can always go back to the first. They're really not that linear. I don't feel.
Okay, great.
Because there were a lot of Fievel American Tail movies.
You know, wait. So you were born in 1991, right?
Yes.
So when the original came out, it was 1986, which is when I was born.
That's so crazy.
I know.
Oh wow. I wonder if they made one when Mary was born. I watched this movie so freaking much.
Oh my God.
When I was little, because it's great music.
I love
it. I love animals. Wow. All right. I'm excited. And Bridge.
Yes.
Just gotta say.
Yes.
If there were vampires in our town, and we lived in Transylvania, and then there were also fucking werewolves, and then there were also fucking Frankensteins, and then this fucking Van Helsing comes around, I would be like, maybe we should move, okay? Because it doesn't feel very safe. And I like what I'm looking at. Don't get me wrong. I like the view, okay, from afar.
I love it from afar.
I'd do that for you and me because I love you.
God.
So we could be alive.
I also, Kate, when you're like, hey, we should move, I think I might be a little over the top and say, townspeople.
Oh.
It's time. We all should move.
We gotta go.
Katie is our leader. She's not wearing a corset. She knows
definitely
more
not.
than Kate
Beckinsale.
My God. You all don't need to die.
It's true. It's true.
We can come up with another plan, okay?
Yes. Yeah.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. I love that. And listeners, if you also would move out of Transylvania, like maybe don't even move there in the first place, not a good rep. It's got like 1-star reviews on Google.
Terrible.
And if you think that like this movie is horny. This movie wants to make out with you. It really does. You to make out with it. And you know what? If you're into that, have fun. And if you think that this is just like fun. This is a fun, spoopy one. It's fun and spoopy. Show it to your preteens, but only after they've gone through puberty so they're not confused when they see the werewolf. You know what I mean? Yes, if you think all that, you should write us a review. We love reviews. We love written reviews. You can review us on Apple Podcasts along with some other podcasting apps. And we also have a website, sisterswhoseenit.com. On our website, you can request a movie. So there's a form you can fill out. Your request goes on the list. And we look at the list every now and then. And we will do it eventually. And Bridge, what else can they do on our website?
They can give us money.
Woo!
Which will go to helping transport the Transylvanians to another town. As well as buy merchandise.
Yes.
Just maybe we should put some like sweaters and turtlenecs in there to like stop the vampires from getting so quick to you.
Oh, good idea. Deter them. I don't know if the fabric will.
But,
I feel like they might be able to get through that. But
yeah, that's true. I'll do some more thinking.
Shot.
But yeah, we have that.
I love that. Yes. Yes, listeners. So check all that out. And we hope to hear from you. All right. Well, we'll see you all next week for An American Tale, Feifel Goes West. And if you try to spell Feifel on your own, good fucking luck. Because it's not phonetically correct, I'll tell you that. All right?
I'm never getting that right.
I'm
losing the spelling bee.
Nobody's winning that one. Okay. Hey, I love you.
I love you.
Hey, we did it. We survived Spoopy Month. I'm proud of you.
So when I was singing the song Somewhere Out There Beneath the Pale Blue Night, that's the first one.
This one has a song, but it's a little more upbeat. Maybe it has more than one song, actually, now that I think about it, but...
Well, from Van Helsing to Fievel,
if
anything, we keep you on your toes, folks.
We do.
Okay? Hang in there. We thank you for getting through this spoopy season with you. And now it's fall. Give us Thanksgiving movies.
Oh,
give us Christmas movies. Every year, we're getting down to the wire of how many are left. Okay?
Oh my God.
We need your help. Give us some recommendations.
So many. Yes.
Okay?
Yes. All right. Well, I love you.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who've Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswhoseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.